This is the all-new Dacia Spring, and when it lands in the showrooms later on this year, it will be the cheapest new EV that you can buy. I'm not talking by hundreds of pounds, I'm talking cheaper by thousands of pounds compared to any other new EV. Now, here at Electrifying.com, we don't just like the sounds of our own voice, we love to hear from you. So since we started producing videos, we've been getting thousands of comments, some of them informative, some of them helpful, some of them, a little bit rude, but you can't tell everything from the comments, can you? So today, we've decided to bring those comments here. Yeah, we've actually grabbed some of you to bring you here to have a little look at the new Dacia Spring. So, meet our electrifying testing team. So, the Dacia Spring meets the people. We are about to get a download of your opinions, but obviously without the abuse and criticism of my fashion sense. So come on, let's get the introductions out of the way. This is Sara. She is a project manager from London and she drives a Nissan Leaf, which she's had for 7.5 years. She loves that it's the size of a normal car while being better for the planet. This is Alison. She drives an MG4, she's a mental health nurse and lives in Buckinghamshire. The reason she got into EVs was the salary sacrifice scheme. EVs were cheaper and now she's a convert. This is Nick. She's currently between EVs, but she utilises the Co-Wheels Car Club, trying out different EVs all the time. She's a content executive with ZapMap and lives in Wiltshire. And finally, this is Richard. He drives a Polestar 2 and is a software engineer. He lives in Warwickshire. Richard is a self-professed EV geek. He's made the transition from petrol V8 to range-extended hybrid to fully electric, all in 5 years.
I've not done one of these things before. I'm quite excited to see how it looks. There it is.
Hello.
There's Nicola.
Come on in. Hey team. Right, so we are going to give you a nice sneak peek at the brand new Dacia Spring. Now this has only really been seen by journalists at car launches and whatever, so you're getting a first look. Come and have a good look around, walk around it, press some buttons.
Can we go in?
Touch some things. You can go in, kick the tyre, don't kick the tyres. Don't kick the tyre. We've got Dacia here and I don't want to get in trouble.
Yay! And I really like it. It's a bit different.
Right, so here's some fun little facts about the car. So, yes, we call it the all-new Dacia Spring. I mean, the Dacia Spring was around before. This is essentially a revamp. But actually, fun fact, the only thing that is taken from the original is the roof. Everything else, completely new. Now, in terms of batteries, it's very modest. You've got a 26.8 kilowatt-hour battery, which means your range will vary at around 137 miles. That's what they're claiming at WLTP. But maybe around 100 miles-ish. Now, there are some options for you to choose from. They are both front-wheel drive, but you can either have 45 brake horsepower or 65 brake horsepower. I mean, that will get you 0 to 62 in between 14 and 19 seconds. It's not the speediest thing, but this is definitely a city car. I mean, in terms of size, it's smaller than a Corsa, but still bigger than a Fiat 500. You can get 4 people in there, no problem. I mean, look, having a time of their lives. You having fun? Yeah.
I mean, my first impression is I'm really quite impressed with the car. We're not touching elbows or shoulders.
Don't need to be too friendly.
No,
it's okay.
on our first meeting. I'm fairly basic when it comes to my car. I drive a Leaf. I get in it. After 7 years, I probably still don't know what half the buttons do. This has all the buttons that I would ever use: aircon, radio, to connect your phone. I like the gear knob, gear selector. That's nicely sort of picked out in the white, and it's got a manual handbrake.
The important question: what's the indicator sound?
Ooh, this side.
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
It feels surprisingly well put together, doesn't it? As you say, for you wouldn't. There are certain elements which are quite hard, which you would kind of expect because it's designed to be quite rugged, but it's very nicely built. For the price, it's amazing.
I really like it. I like the proportions of it. I like the fact it's not a big bloated SUV. It seems to be a major step forward compared to what I've seen on other kind of cheaper or more budget end of cars. Very smart, and it very definitely does not look like it's 15 grand worth of car.
So yeah, I mean, it feels really well built for what it is. It's just kind of an honest little car. It's not trying to be pretentious. It's not trying to load itself with, I don't know, pretend to be a mini executive cruiser. It's just an honest little car that will get you from A to B.
So I'm really impressed with this boot. I think it's a really good size, and I love the split
Oh yeah, that is
floor.
handy, yeah.
It's very handy. I really liked the different textures in the car. I love that it's got vegan leather and not real leather. And I was impressed with the quality of the fabrics. So yeah, although it's not massive, I think you can definitely fit 2 car seats in here. Easy accessible, Isofix.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. And I loved that the gap between the floor and the back of the seats is decent so you can put your feet in. Because so many cars, it's lower because the batteries are underneath. And that makes a real difference to how you feel sitting in the back. And you feel like you've got space.
The fascias. The deco cards on the front and the back, because I think it just gives it like that really nice pop of uniqueness and colour, and like adds to the fun of it overall. And the colour options are really great. The blue particularly, we were both like, yes, the blue is cool.
It's really impressed me. It just screams practical and yet, you know, really functional and fun, and a good looking car. You wouldn't be embarrassed to have that parked outside your house, would you?
And I love this charging cubby. I think this is absolutely great for storing all your cables and everything, making sure you don't forget them.
137 miles range is great. That's not going to be perfect for everyone, but the public charging network now has over 60,000 chargers in the UK alone. So you're going to, not only are you not going to struggle to charge your car whilst you're out and about, but most people are going to be able to go to work, do the school run, pop to the supermarket, all the normal things that you do, and then pop back home and plug it in.
Ah, that's not a normal charging cable.
Esper, you have found something.
I have. I think this is the vehicle to load thing.
Vehicle to load, should we give it a go?
Yes.
Come on then.
Put that in there, pop that in. Ah, it's beautiful.
Perfect.
Milk, any sugar?
No milk.
No milk. Okay, nice and simple, lovely. Guys, do you want to gather round? Got something to show you. Ta-da! Vehicle to load. So this is where you can plug in your day-to-day items and use them normally. If you want to plug in your coffee machine, your kettle, your hairdryer, whatever you want to use if you're out camping. Now, while the coffee machine is warming up, I can tell you a little bit about charging. So it's not the fastest charging, it's 30 kilowatt charging. If you go for the entry-level model, then you have AC charging only. But if you go for top spec, then you do get DC charging as standard. But a lot of people at home tend to just plug in their 7 kilowatt wall box and then away they go. So in terms of charging, not horrendous if you're going to use it as a city car, really.
If you don't perhaps have a house where you've got side access, could you plug your lawnmower in? Could you put your Christmas lights up?
Yes, you drive a Nissan Leaf,
I do.
don't you?
Yes.
So this is kind of around the same sort of mileage that you would get anyway.
And this is a lot more.
Yeah.
Mine Leaf does 80.
Yeah. And in terms of price, this is way cheaper than your Nissan Leaf. This is under £15,000 for a brand new electric car. Under £15,000, which at the moment is just unheard of, isn't it? Gonna open up the door to EV for an awful lot of people. Yeah. So there you have it. The people have spoken. The verdict has been delivered, and not one of them judged my outfit. Marvellous. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you want to be one of our panel, then don't forget to follow us on our social media channels. You'll find all the information in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Electrifying YouTube channel, because look, if electric cars are your thing, it's the place to be.